falling for nobody else but you. You caught my eye.
Hi everybody, welcome to Cooking with Jean. I'm Jean Lanahan from Eastwind Lobster and Grill in Buzzards Bay, right here on the Wareham line.
I used to.
This is our 10th episode in the cooking series of Cooking with Jean, and today we are making a Cape Cod Reuben. It's a little bit of a spin on the classic Reuben. So we're using codfish today to make a Cape Cod Reuben with some other little spins on it. The traditional Reuben sandwich is generally corned beef, sauerkraut, Swiss cheese, probably a Thousand Island dressing or a Russian dressing, and it's made on usually a toasted rye bread loaded with butter. Today we're not going to do that. So a quick rundown of our ingredients in the Cape Cod Reuben. Today we're going to use some fried codfish. We're going to fry up some nice delicate white codfish. We're going to use our homemade, this is our slaw mix that we make in-house, our coleslaw. We're actually going to whip up a little bit of a version of a Thousand Island dressing. We definitely have Swiss cheese, which is very important in this dish. And we're going to use some small toasted sub-roll buns. So let's get started. We're going to make our own version of a Russian dressing, which goes great on this sandwich. So instead of a traditional Russian or Thousand Island, we're going to do a little bit of mayo, a little bit of ketchup, a little bit of relish, and I'm just going to add a little sriracha for some spice. We like to have the sweet and savory and spicy going on, so every bite gets a little bit of a little kick. So we're going to mix this up. We're probably not going to use all of it, but I just wanted to show you what might go in this if you were making your own dressing at home. Just put in a little bit of a sriracha, which is one of my favorite pepper spices. That was probably about 1/4 teaspoon, so it's not a lot. That's going to offset some of the sweetness from the relish. And that is that. This is domestic codfish. I have an interesting fact for historians. We all know that Cape Cod is, all about fishing or whatever. But England's Bartholomew Gosnold gave the Cape Cod its name after finding it so plentiful with codfish back in 1602. Thought that was a pretty interesting reminder of the importance of cod in our name and in our what we do with our fish around here. In the prior episodes, we've done 9 episodes before this. We haven't really highlighted codfish. We've worked with sword and salmon and scallops and definitely shrimp, some soups and sautés or whatever, but today we're going to actually fry the codfish, so I want to demonstrate how quick and easy this is whether or not you have a fryer at home. So we're serving on our sandwich today about 1/3 of a pound in each sandwich. We're just going to make 2. There's just a few of us here. So I'm taking a nice piece of codfish. This is about 3/4 of a pound to start with. I'm just going to slice it down in 2. So we're going to have 2 servings that'll fit nicely onto these buns. If I was making a fish sandwich, a round fish sandwich, I'd probably cut it a little bit differently to accommodate the bun. So we're going to move over to fry it up real quick.
I'm flying high, but I've got a feeling I'm falling for nobody else but you.
We're using a small sub roll, which I actually get from a local provider. These are made in Rhode Island, and they're a perfect size for what we're doing. We're not using a rye bread, which is a traditional for a Reuben, but we are using this sub roll. I like the way it toasts up, and what I'm doing here is I'm taking out some of the excess bread. I call it excess bread. We don't really need this much bread. We're using this as a capsule to hold everything together. So now I'm going to move over to the grill top. If you don't have a grill top, just use a fry pan. Get a little bit of color on there. Actually, I'm going to do them this way first. I want to toast the insides. That's what I want to do. Just want to get them a little bit warm on the inside. Our fish is still cooking. It's looking beautiful, nice and golden. I like to add dressing to one side. This is the Russian dressing that we created, or Thousand Island. Both about the same. Again, it's just ketchup, mayo, and relish. Most people have that in their pantry already. So I'm going pretty liberal with the Swiss cheese. This is sliced very thin. So I'm putting a few pieces on each side. I'll add one for extra deliciousness in the middle there. Now we have to move quick here because our fish is nice and warm. It's fully cooked. You can see there's hardly any grease on there at all. Look how beautiful that fits right into the bun. Now I'm not sure how traditional the next few steps are, but it's the way that I like to do it. We're almost going to turn this into a little bit of a panini. Here goes the slaw. This is just a house slaw. We don't use a lot of mayonnaise in it, so it has a little bit of acidity with the vinegar dressing in there. Look at those colors, they're beautiful. You don't need too much. Now we have to work quick because this is going to be hot. I'm going to go this way. Hopefully they hold together, saying my prayers. This is just a little grill press. At home, if you were doing this, you could use a cast iron pan on top of another pan. It would work great. We just want to get a little toast on the bottom there. Turn this just so you can see how nice it looks. Cheese is all getting nice and melted. Give it a little flip. Oh, they smell delicious. And in honor of this show and Cape Cod itself and the codfish, I am presenting our Cape Cod panini with a Cape Cod beer, Cape Cod chips. This will be on the menu for you to come by and enjoy all weekend. Thank you for joining us on this is our 10th episode of Cooking with Jean, courtesy of WCTV. I hope you've enjoyed our series. We'll see what next season brings, but in the meantime, feel free to stop by anytime and try anything from our kitchen, or just pick my brain for some delicious recipes, and stay tuned, and we hope that you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next season. Thank you.
I'm flying high, but show me the ring and
One of the best.
right through. Show me the ring and jump right through. Show me the ring and jump right through. I used to